Hello and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I am Shettima for the news headline. Nigeria's energy transition plan requires $17.7 billion annually, Tinubu says. I will break all barriers for investors, Tinubu assures. Shettima inaugurates National Nutrition Council, wants research prioritized. 150 crude oil theft incidents occurred in 7 days, NNPCL reviews. Funds regional rail projects, federal government tells governors. CBN to clear $10,000 billion forex backlog in 2 weeks. Federal government reiterates importance of immunization for children. Army tax troops on respect for human rights during operations. Saka wins England Player of the Year ahead of Kane, Bellingham. Now, the news in details. To deliver on its climate target and energy transition plan, President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday stated that the country needed to spend $17.7 billion annually. The president stated that the country only received about $655 million in international financing flows for clean energy in the past decade. He noted that more investments needed to come to the continent to ensure the nationally determined contributions are achieved. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said all barriers to investments will be dismantled by his administration to rekindle confidence in Nigeria's economy. He emphasized that the country will soon become a destination of choice for investors because of measures being put in place to protect domestic and foreign investments. He assured investors that all bottlenecks impeding investment will be removed under his watch, adding that a conducive environment will be guaranteed in Nigeria. Vice President Kashim Shettima on Tuesday called on the new National Council on Nutrition to prioritize innovation and research to transform the nation's nutritional landscape. By harnessing the power of innovation and making prudent investments, the VP reasoned that the Council can fundamentally transform Nigeria's nutritional landscape, creating lasting and meaningful change. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has said that between August 26 and September 1, 2023, there were 150 crude oil theft incidents, mainly across Bayelsa, Rivers, Imo, and Delta states. According to the report, a total of 56 illegal refineries were located and subsequently dismantled, while 22 illegal connections and 9 vessel AIS infractions were uncovered. The federal government has charged state governments in various geopolitical zones to pool funds together and develop railroads in their regions to improve trade and regional integration. The Minister of Transportation, Saidu Alkali, said state governments should partner with each other to develop their transportation infrastructure, as these would go a long way in addressing concerns in the sector. The Central Bank of Nigeria is working with commercial banks to clear $10,000 billion foreign exchange backlog within the next 2 weeks. The acting governor of CBN, Folashodun Tinubu, said the backlogs will be cleared through different structures within the forex market. He said banks, which control 75% of the forex transactions, will play a significant role in seeing that the backlog are cleared. The federal government has reiterated the importance of parents taking responsibility for immunizing their children to prevent vaccine-preventable diseases. It also highlighted the critical need to invest in primary healthcare, which forms the foundation of a robust healthcare system, ultimately contributing to socio-economic development. The Executive Director, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Faiza Shuaib, said it is important that parents actually take up their responsibilities and make sure that these vaccines that are provided free of charge to all members of the communities are accessed by parents. The Nigerian Army has said strict observance of humanitarian and human rights laws will enhance the performance of troops in internal security and peace support operations. The Chief of Civil Military Affairs, Major General Huber, said the Nigerian Army has a sacred obligation to ensure that its personnel perform their duties within the limits prescribed by laws, including the International Charter on Human Rights. He therefore charged the personnel to avoid actions that might have negative implications on the lives of law-abiding citizens or their civil liberties. The last on the news of sports. Bukayo Saka has won the England Player of the Year for the second year running. The Arsenal forward beat Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham to the prize. Saka finished top of the voting for the 2022-2023 season with the most votes from fans. We have come to the end of the news. Here's the recap of the story. Nigeria's energy transition plan requires $17.7 billion annually, Tinubu says. I will break all barriers for investors, Tinubu assures. Shettima inaugurates National Nutrition Council, wants research prioritized. 150 crude oil theft incidents occurred in 7 days, NNPCL reviews. Funds regional road projects, federal government tells governors. CBN to clear $10 billion forex backlog in 2 weeks. Federal government reiterates importance of immunization for children. Army tax troops on respect for human rights during operations. Saka wins England Player of the Year ahead of Kane, Bellingham. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News at 9. Remember, the difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a man's determination. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with the tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I am Fatima Sirki. Good night.